kunja vihari. Jai Radha Madhava kunja vihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashodanandana Prajajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Prajajanaranjana. Yamuna Dhira Vanachari. Yamuna Dhira Vanachari. Jai Radha Madhava kunja vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava kunja vihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramaha Parivrajagacharya Astutarasata Sisimar Divine Grace ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Vesi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Astutarasata Sisimar Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananda Gudi Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Praise Vaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyama ko Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Vrindavan Dham ki jai Mathura Dham ki jai Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki jai Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai Jamuna Mai ki jai Ganges Mai ki jai Tulasi Devi ki jai Bhakti Devi ki jai Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Vichai Bhutale Samati Bhakti Tute Swami Namo Sri Krishna Padaya Parasitami Sri Gaura Karna Shakti Bhakti Chariti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Jnanat Mirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sadvitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamyam Rati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivan Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vitam Cha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपीसा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी नमामि हरिप्रिये पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता सिटीज की श्रील प्रभुपाद की। Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita cities, chapter 12, devotional service, text number 3 and 4. ये त्वाक्षरम् anirdeśyam avyaktam paryupāsate sarvatra-gam acintyaṁ ca kūṭa-stham acalaṁ shuram sanniyamyendriya-grāmaṁ sarvatra-sama-buddhayaḥ te prāpnuvanti mameva sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ ye akṣaram anirdeśyam avyaktam paryupāsate sarvatra-gam acintyaṁ ca kūṭa-stham acalaṁ dhruvam sanniyamyendriya-grāmaṁ sarvatra-sama-buddhayaḥ te prāpnuvanti mameva sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ.
akṣaram anirdeśyam avyaktam paryupāsate sarvatra-gam acintyaṁ ca kūṭa-stham dhruvam sanniyamyendriya-grāmaṁ sarvatra-sama-buddhayaḥ prāpnuvanti mameva sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ.
akṣaram anirdeśyam avyaktam paryupāsate sarvatra-gam acintyaṁ ca kūṭa-stham acalaṁ dhruvam sanniyamyendriya-grāmaṁ sarvatra-sama-buddhayaḥ prāpnuvanti mameva sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ.
avyaktam paryupāsate akṣaram anirdeśyam avyaktam paryupāsate sarvatra-gam acintyaṁ ca kūṭa-stham acalam dhruvam sanniyamyendriya-grāmaṁ sama-buddhayaḥ prāpnuvanti sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ.
Those who to but akṣaram, that which is beyond the perfect perception of the senses. Anirdeśyam, indefinite. Avyaktam, unmanifested. Paryupāsate, completely engaged in worshipping. Sarvatra-gam, all-pervading. Acintyaṁ, inconceivable. Cha, also. Kūṭa-stham, unchanging. Acalaṁ, immovable. Dhruvam, fixed. Sanniyamyendriya-grāmaṁ, controlling. Indriya-grāmam, all the senses. Sarvatra, everywhere. Sama-buddhayaḥ, equally disposed. Te, de. Prāpnuvanti, achieve. Mam, me. Eva, certainly. Sarva-bhūta-hite, for the welfare of all living entities. Ratāḥ, engaged. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Hesi Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. But those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all-pervading, inconceivable, unchanging, fixed and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, by controlling the various senses and being equally disposed to everyone. Such persons, engaged in the welfare of all, at last achieve me. Purport. Those who do not directly worship the Supreme Godhead, Krishna, but who attempt to achieve the same goal by an indirect process, also ultimately achieve the same goal, Sri Krishna. After many births, the man of wisdom seeks refuge in me, knowing that Vasudeva is all. When a person comes to full knowledge after many births, he surrenders unto Lord Krishna. If one approaches the Godhead by the method mentioned in this verse, he has to control the senses, render service to everyone, and engage in the welfare of all beings. It is inferred that one has to approach Lord Krishna, otherwise there is no perfect realization. Often there is much penance involved before one fully surrenders unto him. In order to perceive the super soul within the individual soul, one has to cease the sensual activities of seeing, hearing, tasting, working, etc. Then one comes to understand that the Supreme Soul is present everywhere. Realizing this, one envies no living entity. He sees no difference between man and animal, because he sees soul only, not the outer covering. But for the common man, this method of impersonal realization is very difficult. This is Lord Krishna's answer to Arjuna's question in the first verse of this chapter. Arjuna wanted to understand which are considered to be more perfect: those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested. So Krishna is giving him the answer. Of course, Arjuna is representing us. So Krishna is speaking to us. So Krishna said here, but those who fully worship the unmanifested. How do we worship the unmanifested? How can we worship something that don't exist? How? How do you think about something that doesn't exist? Something we have not seen before. Unmanifested means what? There is no form there, nothing there. So what is there to talk about? Talk about nothing? Does it make sense to sit and talk about nothing? Unmanifested. It doesn't make sense at all. Even the word doesn't make sense for an intelligent person to even think of. The unmanifested. How do you worship unmanifested? How do you worship? Can you worship the light? How do you feel if someone offering lamp to the light? How will you feel? Is he a sensible person or is something wrong with that person? There's something wrong. They're just pointing light there. It doesn't make sense. So the point is, there is nothing like impersonalism. Impersonalism is a philosophy of people who are frustrated. They have nothing to hold on to. It is frustration. They are propounding this philosophy. So Krishna is making it very clear that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, right? It is beyond there is nothing there for the senses to hold on. Can you look at, there is no object, can you look at something without the object? Can you see something which doesn't exist, no object to look at? The senses are attracted to the sense object. So if there is object, there is senses, then they have connection. Without the object, what is the connection? According to chapter 2 Bhagavad Gita, the contemplation depends on the object. To contemplate, meditation, it depends on the object that we are looking at. It's something that we're looking up to. So here we are talking about nothing to meditate upon. So what will the senses be engaged upon? There is nothing. There is nothing. This is a philosophy of frustrated people. The impersonalists, they are frustrated because they cannot enjoy. We give an example of a frustrated hunter. A frustrated hunter, he went to the forest for hunting. And he tried the whole day, couldn't get any animal to kill. Towards the last of the day for him to return home, he finally saw an antelope. He shot the antelope and he missed the antelope. He said, oh, your meat is not even sweet. So it's good I didn't kill you anyway. But why did you shoot? Why? Why did you waste a bullet? Huh? Hope. Frustration, not hope. To hope at something, you must hope on something. The hope must be on something. Either big or small, it is on something. Here he wasted his bullet, he shot the antelope, he missed it. Do you think if he had killed it, he wouldn't have taken it home? Huh? He would have taken it home, but because he missed it, your meat is not even sweet anyway, so it's good I didn't kill you. But you wasted the bullet. You wasted the gunpowder also, in addition. So, the impersonal philosophers are frustrated because they cannot enjoy the beautiful form of Shama Sundara. Therefore, the form doesn't exist, which is an offense to Krishna. It's an offense to the Supreme Person of Godhead. And that offense is coming from envy. Envy. Very dangerous envy. Very, very dangerous. So Papa gave example of a man who was very envious of his friend. So he was informed that his friend had been appointed chief judge. He said, no, that is not true. Why? Why is not true? No, it cannot be true. And he said, see the newspaper. It's a friend. It's already appointed. He's sworn in to the post. So he looked at the picture and he saw that it was true, his friend. It was true, his friend. It's okay, he will not be paid salary. Why? Government appointed him. Why he shouldn't be paid? He denied him of salary so that he will not enjoy. That is envy. Similarly, they are denying Krishna the supreme form so that he will not enjoy. Because they cannot enjoy, they don't want the Lord to enjoy. That is envy. Very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. It's not a philosophy for intelligent people. This is for frustrated people. That which lies beyond the perception of the senses, beyond the senses. If it's beyond the senses, then what? We are attracted to something because of the form and the quality of that form. That makes one attracted. The beauty of the form, when it is attracted, it's attractive. Yes, this is something I should go for. The senses is seeing the object to become attracted. So if it's beyond the senses, so what is it to be attracted to? There's nothing. Frustration. This is frustration. Let them continue with their frustration so that devotee will have chance to enjoy their Supreme Lord. Beautiful Shama Sundara. Thank you. Let's enjoy Shama Sundara. Let them continue to speculate. It doesn't make sense here. So Krishna is, I give you the answer from 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. The Krishna is giving answer to the question Arjuna has asked him. Here particularly, Krishna is addressing them. One cannot enjoy without the object. Therefore, they have no enjoyment. And here, Krishna used the word prāpnuvanti. Prāpnuvanti means they will achieve something. What will they achieve? What will they achieve? Brahman. Right? Certainly they will achieve something. Brahman. But what is there in Brahman? What is there in Brahman? Punishment. It is punishment. Is it enjoyment? If you are told, just sit in this room, don't go anywhere, don't stand up, just lie down 20 years. That's enjoyment or is punishment? Brahman realization, that's what it means. Brahman realization means there is no form, there is no activity. So if there is nothing to do, what will you do? So they are nothing. Therefore, everything for them is nothing. There is nothing. So they have nothing. They have no form, they have no activities. If there is form, there is activities. Varieties of activity will be there. And activity, it gives pleasure to the senses. So there is no activity because there is no form. It is just light and just merge into that. Punishment. Devotees never look for punishment because Krishna consciousness is not for punishment. Krishna consciousness is for enjoyment. The process of enjoyment. Our senses get purified by devotional service. And when the senses are completely purified, it is then enjoyment begins. Enjoyment begins when the senses are purified. Enjoyment is not in the body, because the body it cannot enjoy. The body is lump of matter, you cannot enjoy. So the enjoyment on the soul platform. Krishna consciousness is to help us regain that spiritual existence, spiritual knowledge, spiritual realization. Then we enter into the pleasure of serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the master of the senses. Now our senses have the sense object, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in between we have a service, a transcendental loving service that brings enjoyment, it brings satisfaction. So by denying Krishna his beautiful form, denying Krishna his beautiful, wonderful activities, they will have to suffer for that. Right? Krishna performed so many wonderful activities with nobody, no form. To perform activity, there is a need for form. Right? We hear every day Krishna and see Chaitanya who does say they are dancing. Is it not activity? Without form, any dancing? Can you dance without the form? Light can dance. Brahman can dance. Brahman means there is nothing, there is no activity. There is no form, there is no activity, just light. This is activity. Chanting and dancing, this is life. This is meant for devotees, not for the impersonalist. And you see Krishna going to the forest to take care of the cows. This activity. So Krishna is a person. His activities are real. Is it not? We are visiting so many places Krishna performs activities. Is that fiction or it is real? It is real that Krishna did these activities and the place are still existing. That we can visit there and feel the potency of these places. Is it not? Are we not getting purified? How will you get purified if there's nothing? There's no place. No place like Vrindavan, no buses, no cows, no cowhead boys, girls, no, nothing, just light. Will you get purified? There is activity, and these activities are transcendental, a transcendental activity with potency. So when we hear these activities, Jamuna is not there. Is Jamuna there or not there? So is that fiction? That's nothing. If you go down there, you will not see Jamuna, the river is flowing there. No? It's real. Is that light? It may have a fulgence, which is what? The fulgence is what? That is the nature of the soul, bright. The nature of the soul is bright. Bright is fulgence. But the fulgence is coming from a form. Therefore, that effulgence is also a form. Effulgence is also a form because it occupies space. So there is nothing like formlessness. It doesn't exist. Everything is personified. Everything has form. Light also has form because it covers a space. Right? Even science testified that it is a form. Everything has a source. So the fulgence is coming from a person. Therefore, Swayambhu Manu is praying to Lord Krishna, please remove this effulgence so I can see you. I want to see you. This effulgence is disturbing my eyes. I cannot see you properly. Remove it so I'll be able to see you. I want to see the person. And Krishna remove it. Krishna removed the effulgence so you can see directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the relationship Krishna, devotees have with Krishna. So there is a transcendental activity between the devotee and Krishna. That activity is eternal because that is the original culture of the soul. The original culture of the soul. The soul is eternal servant of Krishna who is fully engaged in his or her eternal occupation, devotional service for Krishna. So devotional service is real, it's a person. The devotee is real, it's a person. And the Krishna who is receiving the service is also a person, the Supreme. Both of them are eternal. Both of them, they are all eternal. That is teaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. My form is eternal. My spiritual abode is eternal. My activities are eternal. Everything about me is eternal. But this rascal, Kasanana Saraswati, is dividing my body. Therefore, I put leprosy in his body. But he's so unfortunate he didn't see it. Right? We mentioned before that it is a philosophy for people who are destined to suffer. Leprosy is a good disease. Leprosy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I placed leprosy in Prakasanana Saraswati's body. He did it. The Supreme Lord did that. Because he's angry with Prakasanana Saraswati. So to speak this philosophy is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. It should not be heard and it should not be spoken. Because it is meant for destroying Bhakti. That is the purpose of Mahabharata philosophy, to destroy Bhakti. One who hears it, he will not be a devotee. So, but when Krishna consciousness and the devotees of Krishna, they are so merciful that there is also a chance for the Mayavadis. The word here is prāpnuvanti, they will achieve. If they are very fortunate, not all of them, they are very fortunate, they will meet a pure devotee. If they meet a pure devotee, a pure devotee will bless them to realize Krishna as a person. That is the only fortune for the Mayavadis, if they are very fortunate. But those who are not fortunate, they will not listen to the pure devotee's teachings that will help them to realize that. They will not listen. But those who are very fortunate, they will listen. And by that association of pure devotees, then they will become realized. That happened to the four Kumaras. The four Kumaras. They are also Mayavadis. But when they saw the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord and smell the tulsi leaves, tulsi is a form or it has no form? Tulsi has form. Lord Vishnu has form. Only when they saw that and smelled the tulsi Devi, their impersonalism disappeared. Then they became realized. So their fortune is only when they meet with pure devotee. The same thing happened to Sukadeva Goswami. When he left the house, yesterday was thinking, my duty as a father is to purify my son, even though he was already a pure devotee, but he has Mayavad philosophy. He was born from a parrot. Therefore, he has impersonalism in his consciousness. So Srila Vyasadeva wanted to purify him. Of course, customarily, that would be samskara, which was not necessary for him. But he has the responsibility to do that. So Vyasadeva left. Sukadeva Goswami, he left because he was afraid of being contaminated. He was afraid. Pure devotees are not afraid. Mayavadis are afraid. Money, Maya. Oh, I cannot touch. Oh, Prabhupada say, give me. Give me Maya. Give me the Maya. I will know how to engage Maya in the service of Krishna. That's the security for devotee. Give me the Maya. Mayavadis, they don't have power to transform Maya. Therefore, they are afraid. So Sukadeva Goswami was afraid of Maya. So as soon as he appeared, he left home because he doesn't want to be attached to anything. So he left. So Vyasadeva was concerned. I want to purify myself, my son. I want to give him purification so that he will achieve the purpose of human life, which is Krishna consciousness. Of course, Sukadeva Goswami, what is mystic power, he divided himself into two. Vyasadeva was a little bit pacified, so he came back with the duplicate Sukadeva Goswami. The original Sukadeva Goswami went to the forest. Although he came back, he is still aware. He knows that this is not my original son. He is a duplicate. My original son went to the forest. Although he got this one married and he stayed with him in the house, he was still concerned with the original Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, he sent his disciples with the mantras, Bhagavatam, to look for Sukadeva Goswami. So we're searching the whole forest. When they saw Sukadeva Goswami, they started reciting the verse of Bhagavatam. They were reciting the Bhagavatam. And because the sound is coming from nothing. The sound was coming from nothing. The sound was coming from persons who has form. They were chanting the mantra. And the mantra entered Sukadeva Goswami's ears. He got purified. He started, so he became attracted. The senses are attracted by the sense object. The sense object. So his sense of hearing was attracted to the persons who are chanting and the mantra which are chanting, which is also a person. So as he turned towards them, they started moving. He was already captured. So he followed them until they came back to Samyapras. Samyapras is the Uttar Badri, Badrika Ashram, which Vyasadeva is saying. So they came there, and Vyasadeva was very happy that his purpose is fulfilled. Then he gave the Bhagavatam to his son, Sukadeva Goswami. So his impersonalism disappeared. Now is a realized soul, fully realized soul. Here we are seeing that the impersonalists can become devotees, but we have not seen the devotee becoming an impersonalist because of the superiority of Krishna consciousness, of personalism, superior to impersonalism. So Sukadeva Goswami was given Bhagavatam. He never went back again, so he stayed until he came to give the same Bhagavatam to his own disciple at Sukhothal. Sukhothal is not far from here, very close in Delhi. Today he spoke the Bhagavatam. So the first place Bhagavatam was spoken is Samyapras. The Samyapras is not mentioned in Bhagavatam. The first place mentioned is Sukhothal. And the second place is Naimisharanya. But the seed of Bhagavatam was given at Samyapras. That is which Vyasadeva gave the Bhagavatam to Sukadeva Goswami. Then Sukadeva Goswami gave to his own disciple at Sukhothal. And the disciple of Sukadeva Goswami, also Sukadeva Goswami, he gave to also his own disciples as Naimisharanya. In this way, Bhagavatam came down, and now we have it by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Who is? Prabhupada is a person. Right? He's a person. Is it not a person? Have we not seen? He's a person, not void, not light. He's a person. He has a effulgence, but the effulgence is coming from himself, the person. So everything is personified. Due to ignorance only, we have this misfortune to speak about nonsense things. An intelligent person should not speak about nonsense. Intelligent person should speak sensibly. And Lord Brahma said that those who are not Krishna consciousness, they will speak nonsense. But devotee will speak sensibly. Prabhupada spoke sensibly. That is why all of us are sitting here. Any comment or question? Yes.
Is not directly.
All right, go ahead. You can speak loud. At least I've eaten today, so you can shout.
Because it's not directly related to this, but it's regarding impersonalist tendency. So we as a devotee, we often have great admiration for the Lord, but somehow...
As devotees, we have great admiration for the Lord.
But we don't have that same feeling toward the devotees. Sometimes we try to...
Okay, but we don't have the same feeling towards devotees. We have it for Krishna, but not Krishna devotees. Yes.
So we try to avoid them in certain times, like certain situations. So this, you also call this as an impersonal tendency. So how can we get rid of this tendency?
So how can we get rid of this tendency of having great respect for the Lord and disrespect for the devotees? How can we get rid of that? First of all, let us understand it clearly. A person who has appreciation for the Lord and does not have appreciation for the devotees is called kanista. Let's say kanista. Means that even his so-called respect for the Lord, proper use the word pliable. In the instruction, the word proper use pliable. Pliable is like candlelight, you can put it off with the hand. That is no respect. There's no respect. Because one who really have respect for the Lord must have respect for the devotees. Because Krishna consciousness begins from devotee, not Krishna. So there's no respect. It's all artificial. It doesn't exist. All useless. It may seem like that, but there's no respect. And Prabhupada said what? Love me, love my dog. So what is it? Where? If I really love you, I will love everything that is connected with you. That is real. Right? And so, Prabhu, I love you so much that I'm beating your child. That's my love for you. So, will you consider that love? Yeah? Prabhu, I so much love you. I'm in Krishna consciousness just because of you. Then I'm telling you, Prabhu, can you get me some medicine there? I'm having headache. Can I come tomorrow for it? Can I do it tomorrow? I'm so busy. So is that love? Love me, love my dog. That is real. So we are seeing this. It's good you ask the question because if we look carefully, our behavior, we are more often personalist than the people we call personalists. Impersonalist. We are more often personalist than the people we labeled impersonalists. By the way we behave towards each other. What is the quality of our respect for each other? What is the quality of our respect for each other? Respect for each other. What is the quality?
We do listen them carefully, to respect them.
What is the quality of our respect for each other? Respect for each other. What is it?
We obey their instructions.
Please listen first. What is the quality of our respect for each other?
Love. Very low.
Very long.
Thank you. It's very low. Thank you. Very, very low. Very, very low. We don't greet each other. We don't greet each other. Even if we do, it is artificial. What is a personalism inside? Personalism. I just walk past you. I don't greet you. That personalism. We walk past each other like that. It don't exist. Look carefully. Our activity is so mechanical. So mechanical. This society is for Krishna consciousness, but how conscious are we? How conscious are we? Is a society for Krishna consciousness? Or what is the practice of being conscious? What is it? What is it? Just walk past a devotee and say we are personalists. How? What makes you a personalist? When you don't even see the person who is doing the same thing, both of you are trying to go to the same place. I don't see you. How will I see Krishna? How? A big mistake we are doing, we're just cheating ourselves. Please, let us begin Krishna consciousness. Please. Become personal. This society is for personalism. We should do everything consciously. All right? What do you think? Difficult. We are here for personalism.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ask. We have 1 minute.
Maybe it's related with this, because we know that some devotees in Krishna consciousness movement, you were explaining that from personalism you cannot go back to impersonalism.
Yes.
But we know stories where there were people, I don't know what was their level of Krishna consciousness, but they were in the movement, and then they became Buddhists, or they were to Catholicism or Zen, or so why they are in a certain platform of personalism and relationship with God?
No relationship with God. No relationship. A person who has a relationship with God cannot come down. It does not work like that. The person who has a relationship with God cannot come down. We are growing artificially. And we are mistaking our material activities we do, which is our material professions. We are mistaking our material professions as perfection in Krishna consciousness. That's a big mistake we are making. That is the way of looking. Our person is very high. How do you know if the person is very high? If I dress the deity very nicely, then I become a pure devotee. Right? I become a pure devotee. If you are an artist before, if you come to the temple, you not dress the deity nicely, so that will make you a pure devotee. If you are a cook and you come to Krishna and start cooking very nicely, you become a pure devotee by that, because you cook nicely. Is the only school that is cooking? Cooking is going everywhere in the world. Our activities are devotional only when they are consciously offered to Krishna for his pleasure. That is devotional service, not before then. Thank you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita cities ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.